check. Vehicle showcase. Trivia check. Equipment check. What's required? What's recommended? Trivia check. Lifting the vehicle.
Okay, so if you need to lift the rear of the vehicle, you can jack from under the pumpkin or the differential and put your jack stands on the axle as far out as they possibly can go. The front is pretty much the same, except you'll jack up from the middle of the axle and you'll use your jack stands under the leaf springs on those plates. I really recommend just getting a good set of ramps, and you might not even need any of this because there's quite a bit of working room under there already.
Trivia check. Preparing the vehicle.
Okay, so we're getting started with the meat and the potatoes of the oil change. I just want to say sorry, my wireless mic is not the best right now, but a new one is in the mail.
Okay. Hey guys, 93 Jeep Wrangler. We're going to change the oil on it, so follow me. Right now I've got it level on ramps, and I've got it chalked right here. It's a manual. So first thing we're going to do is get the oil up to temp.
Start the engine and just let it run for a couple minutes.
So we're not going to get the engine up to full temp. We're just going to get it to where it's warm, because warm oil flows much more freely than cold oil does. So before I drain the oil, actually, I'm going to take the oil cap off right here. And with this cap off, air will be able to enter the system easier and the oil will drain more free.
Set the cap off to the side because you don't want to leave anything loose under the hood.
Trivia check. Changing the oil.
Okay, so it is hand loose now. And I'm going to let the nut fall freely so I don't catch oil in my hand. Here we go. Ah! There it goes. Oh, that oil is dirty. Look how dirty that oil is. I've got a cheap screwdriver I don't care about. You can also use a pointed punch. And I've got a regular hammer. I'm going to punch a hole in the old oil filter so it can drain out before I remove it. This is going to save you a lot of mess. Have your pan in the right spot. So here we go. Pretty neat little trick. Saves you a lot of mess. Putting my new gasket on it. And I'm going to hand tighten it. Okay, we're hand tight. We're going to come back with a torque wrench here in a second. Okay, nice and snug. The torque wrench will do the rest. So here we go. She's loose, and here it comes. So I got the new filter here to take a little bit of old oil, just a little bit, and lube up the old or the new oil gasket. It's because if you put this on dry and it connects to a dry engine up there, that rubber on that metal can slowly kind of not weld together, but kind of stick to it. In case this Jeep sits in a barn for 10 years and you go try to start it up one day and this was never done, the chance of that rubber failing is much higher. All right. Okay, so it should be very easy. They're very coarse threads. to start connecting. It'll spin on, then you're going to start feeling it get kind of tight, and you're going to keep going to hand tight. You don't need a tool to tighten this down any further. In 5,000 miles or less, because I usually change sooner, I can remove that pretty easily.
Alright, we're going to torque it to 20 foot-pounds. So same socket, still the 16, just on my 3/8 inch torque wrench. You're going to hear a click once it's a very audible click once it's tight. There it was. So I like to put a towel around where I'm going to fill. Easy pour. Every drop's going right into the engine. Okay, it's getting a little light. I'm going to see how much I've poured by putting it on a level surface. I got 2 left, so I put 3 in. Okay, we got 4 quarts in. Remove the towel, toss it aside, make sure we got no drips here. Okay, and then put the cap back on.
Oil's in it. I'm going to go start it for a second, let the oil kind of set down into place before I check the level. Most important thing, make sure there's no tools, no rags, nothing under the hood. Pull the dipstick, follow it through a rag on the way out, make sure it's clean, stick it back in, and then slowly pull it out one more time. Here's the level. You can still see oil. Here's the safe zone, and the oil might be hard to see on camera, but stops right here in the safe zone. So we are happy. Make sure it seats all the way. Okay, that's in, cap's on like it should be, left no tools under here. We can close the hood now.
Sensor reset.
All right, so now we're going to reset the light sensor in the Jeep. So this Jeep's 30 years old, so if you honk the horn twice, wiggle the wheel, it now knows that you've reset the mileage on it, and it will tell you in 5,000 miles it's time to change it again. All right, I'm Tyler. Thanks for joining us on this oil change. See you next time.
Bonus material.
Okay, so last thing to do is properly dispose of your oil. So I take my pan after I've cleaned off the top and I pour it into an old military can, and then when that gets full, I bring it to the auto parts store. You just walk into an AutoZone or a Napa or an O'Reilly's, name drop, and you just say, I got some oil. They'll take this to the back, pour it out, and give you your can right back.
What vehicle should we do next? Maybe it's the one in your driveway. We will come back to this vehicle as routine maintenance is needed. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Your support goes a long way. See you next time on Team Oil Drop.